Absolutely, I want unification fight. It's my big threat, Miguel, because for me very important to the best middleweight division, 160. Or no Miguel, maybe Saturday, and IBF champ from Australia,
Gennady wants to prove that he's the best middleweight champion. The only way to do that is to fight the other champions. So we would go out and try to make a Sam Solomon fight if it's possible. We can't force anyone to get in the ring. We saw that with the Chavez fight. We agreed to a lot of different conditions to get the Chavez fight. It didn't happen. But, you know, Geale was a tremendous event here in Madison Square Garden. So to answer your question, that would be one of the goals. If we can't get, I think Abel would agree that Cotto would be at the top of the list right now. Chavez at the top of Abel's list, but as far as Miguel Cotto being the WBC middleweight champion, I think a fight between Miguel Cotto and Gennady Golovkin at the big arena here in Madison Square Garden, there's no bigger fight that can be made right now in New York City, and that would be at the top of the list for me.
You know, this is close decision. Decision for hard punch. Yeah, I feel a little bit he punched me. Just I'm ready for lucky punch, like good left hook. This is a good decision.
Just to expand on that, there's no question about Gennady's punching power, but there's also, I think after tonight, no question about his chin. He was in with one of the biggest punchers, Curtis Stevens, in the middleweight division, and didn't get affected. And after Daniel valiantly and bravely threw a big punch and Gennady countered it, and there's just nobody that can stand up to his punching power, but it also shows what kind of punch he can take and is willing to take to put on an exciting and impressive performance. And that's really what Abel has instilled with him, is not to outbox someone, but really take the fight to him and do whatever he can, not to look for the knockout, but the way Gennady fights just creates the knockout.
No, just first round, I look his tactics, strategy. No, just second round is my job.
Abel, could you give a grade to Gennady and also your assessment of his performance?
I would have to give him about a 9. Only because I was asking him in between the first and the second round, between the second and third round, to stop searching for a shot. Stop looking for his head. I wanted him to go to the body a little more, to the shoulders, and that shot would come. But he was hell-bent on trying to knock him out early, and he really wasn't listening. He did what he thought was best in there, and he's the one that's in there, so all he can do is ask from the outside.
I think my friends and all people, he understand boxing. He understand, he love it style, like my style, like, you know, like Mexican style. Just fight. It's not boxing, this is fight. You know, it's not game, it's fight. I think people love it, this style. It's very good for me, for everybody.
Gennady, you are one of the rising superstar of boxing, and in Paris, thanks to the Latino community, we love you. And we were all salivating at the fight that was about to happen between you and Chavez. I understand that there's a lot of things that you can now manipulate, but how do you feel about not fighting Chavez?
Thank you. No, just this question is for me. I'm ready 100%. I want this fight. I want this fight, I need this fight. Just, I understand my situation. Just maybe I need time for great show, you know, for biggest fight. You know, just time, give me time.
Tell you what, just to add to what Gennady's saying, that's really more of a question for Chavez. I know Bob Arum put a big guarantee in front of him, also put a guarantee in case he lost. And Chavez didn't sign the contract, so we don't know all the intricacies of that promotional deal. We know there was a lot of money on the table, and when he says it's not his time, what he means is he can't force the fight to happen. I can't force the fight to happen. The other fighter has to sign the contract. And so what he means by saying that is just he's going to go step by step. If Chavez won't sign, if Cotto won't fight, we have the commitment from HBO that, and I could probably, where's Peter Nelson? I don't know, maybe I'll let him announce it. Anyway, we have a renewed commitment from HBO that they're going to keep him very active, give him dates. I mean, how can you not? it was my prediction before the fight, and I stand by it, that this will be the highest rated show of any boxing show here in America. And that's a tribute to somebody from Kazakhstan, living in Germany, training in Big Bear, and it's only been less than 2 years to fight here, and it's just the way, the excitement that he brings to the ring, and the fans seeing that he's willing to fight anyone. Again, we can't force him to fight, but that's what the fans appreciate. And it's kind of the Mike Tyson effect in America here that Gennady's bringing to the middleweight division.
What is the timetable for his next fight?
The next fight would be in October or November.
For Gennady and for Abel, obviously you say you like the big punch, the knockout punch, but how critical is your technical ability to setting it up, the way you cut off the ring and the way you jab?
No, I show you next time my technique. Just give me a big fight, big name, I show you my technique. This fight. No.
Gennady would go to 168. Carl Froch sold 80,000 tickets in Wembley Stadium. I mean, that's a testament to his marketability. Chavez is a proven pay-per-view star. Andre Ward is a terrific fighter. I've answered this question a number of times before, and we have a lot of respect. Everyone at the table has a lot of respect for his boxing ability. But the finances for that fight doesn't make sense for Gennady to go up to 168 when there's so many big names at 160, and Andre's going to want a big chunk of that money. And for Gennady to move up, he's going to want a big chunk of the money, just like he was going to get to fight Chavez. That was a pay-per-view financial structure, and the money was there to make that fight. Sam Solomon, actually, I had discussions with him before the fight, and there was interest in unifying the titles. HBO would show that fight as a unification fight, and I think it would make sense. Just like Geale fought him here, Solomon would fight him here, and it'd be on pay-per-view in Australia, and we think that would be a big event.
Playing on with Gennady, he's saying he has a Mexican style, trained by a Mexican American, trains in Big Bear. What would be the likelihood that you would find a fight at the Forum, even at the Starbucks Center?
I think that depends on the opponent. And with the right type of opponent, I think the Sub-Up Center would be a terrific venue. The Forum would be a terrific venue. The Chavez fight, even when it was rumored to be out there, we got a tremendous response, and I think that would have sold out the Forum. With that, there's a lot of Russian-speaking residents when we did the Klitschko fights, when Vitaly fought at Staples Center, when he fought Lennox Lewis, and when he fought Corey Sanders, when he fought Chris Arreola. I mean, we had a big turnout at Staples Center, so we feel that would be a great, Gennady would be a great star in LA. We just need the right opponent to make it make sense.
I'm very happy. Look at my face. Smiling on his face. Big day for me, and not just for me, just for my team. Thank you very much for my team. It's a great job, and big day for me. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm very happy.
We'll conclude the press conference with that. It's getting late for Gennady. Just wanted to thank everyone. I want to thank Max, his twin brother, Abel Sanchez again. Max Herman is the manager, Oleg Herman, and obviously Gennady has just taken his career to another level tonight. So we want to thank everyone for coming out and your support.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, guys. Thank you.